Many narcissistic people will go around discarding people because narcissistic people are not looking for a two-way relationship. They're looking to get everything their own way. And a narcissist will discard their family, their friends, their partners, their children, their co-workers. A narcissist will discard anybody who the narcissist feels is no longer serving that individual narcissist needs. The discard is, well, to discard is to get rid of something that you no longer find of use to you. And a narcissist will get rid of people that they no longer find of use to them. Just like the mobile phone, when we have a mobile phone, we use it while it's of use to us, and then we put it down and discard it when it's of no use to us, picking it up when we need it, putting it down when we don't need it. Or if we break it, if it's not working to our liking, we might move on to a newer model, which is what narcissistic people do to other people. Narcissists discard when they no longer find people of any use to them, and they can do it in some of the most cruelest and calculated ways, as they're often looking to punish those people because the narcissist isn't getting their own way with people. Or when you need the narcissist the most is when they disappear on you. Because you need them, they're not getting the attention that they believe they're entitled to get from you. But it's not that straightforward to recognise a discard with a narcissist, because narcissistic people will idolise those around them. They will sell people an illusion of who the narcissist can be. They can sell the outside world an illusion so that the person on the inside of the home feels confused and questions themselves, or they can sell people on the inside of the home an illusion, people when they first meet them, an illusion of who the narcissist can be. They will mirror people to get to know who people are, to get to know what people like and don't like, so that they can use those likes to future fake with people, to claim that they want the same things as those people. Or they will spoil their children, they will flatter people, they will compliment people, but not in a sense of a compliment based on who that person is. It's flattery because it's excessive and it doesn't reflect who the person truly is. But because a narcissist bombards you with the flattery, the attention, the time, the care, you believe them to be genuine. And it's all part of the narcissist manipulation, because once they've got you where they want you, or they're not getting what they want from you, they're going to start devaluing everything about who you are as a person, so that you begin to lose your sense of identity around them, so that you can no longer recognize your worth, so that they can find it easier to manipulate you. And then they will repeat this behaviour. They will cycle around the reward punish. When they believe they want something from you, or they're getting what they want from you, they're going to reward you with attention, affection and support. And then when they believe they're not getting what they want from you, they're going to withhold attention, affection and support. Some narcissistic people can have people around them who, no matter what, are always there for them, always stick up for them. They can have just one person, or they can have many people that are always there for them. With most narcissistic people, over time, people begin to recognise the patterns of behaviour, see who the narcissist truly is, and start to distance themselves away from the narcissist, to which a narcissist will blame those other people, because narcissistic people do not see themselves as the problem. When a narcissist feels that people might be distancing themselves, a narcissist can get in there first to discard, to punish that person. At some point, because narcissistic people can be incredibly envious and feel entitled, and can sometimes have a little bit of paranoia mixed in there, a narcissist will discard people before people discard the narcissist. So the narcissist is going to reject that person. The narcissist is going to end it with that person. Often, if you end a relationship with a narcissist, they seek to get you back so that they can end it with you. If you end it with a narcissist, they'll be telling everybody that they ended it with you because they can't handle people abandoning them, but they are happy to abandon people. Narcissists discard for many reasons. You might just call them out on their behaviour. Now, this might be accidental just in the beginning of getting to know them, where you know who you are as a person and you have the strength of character to call people out because you haven't been belittled and trained in your past not to do this. So you might just call them out in the beginning. And narcissistic people don't tend to like to be exposed for who they are. So they're going to then go all out to scapegoat you, to blame you, to punish you for seeing through them. They're going to set the game so that the more you call them out, the more you are perceived by others as to being the one in the wrong, because the narcissist wants to scapegoat you so that they can get attention from others that you're the one that's attacking them, even though you're just calling them out for their unjust treatment of others. A narcissist might discard you because they just found you too difficult to manipulate. This can be at the beginning, or this can be in the middle, or this can be at the end of the relationship. They can just find it too difficult to manipulate your character into doing what they want. So they're going to discard you. You might have just decided enough is enough and stop giving them those emotional reactions, so they're not feeding off that supply of attention from you, whether that is positive attention or negative attention. When the positive attention has dried up because you're no longer supplying it with them, because you can recognize what they are doing, so they're up in their games to provoke you, and you're no longer supplying with them with those negative reactions because you know what they're doing and they're upping their games and they're still not getting anything from you. They're going to discard you, and they're going to do it in some of the most horrific ways to try and punish you as they escalate their behaviour to gain that reaction from you. You might be too easy to manipulate. Some narcissistic people get very bored very easy. They see a new shiny phone that they want, and then they figure out how it all works, and then they get bored of it and want something that's a little bit more challenging, which is, they're all horrific on you, but that's on who the narcissist is as a person. No matter what you do for a narcissist, you cannot win them with them. If you are too difficult to manipulate, they're going to discard you. If you are too easy to manipulate, they're going to discard you. If you are in the middle, they're going to discard you. If they're not getting exactly what they want from you, they're going to discard you. But there's no pleasing, self-entitled hypocrites who always want more, who always believe they're right, who are looking for conflict to create a bit of spark because they want that conflict. They're thriving off that conflict. Yet if you bow down to them, you're not giving them the conflict that they want. However, if you don't bow down to them, you're making out that they're in the wrong when they want to be in the right. So no matter what you choose, you're not going to win with a narcissistic person. You might have started grey rocking them, so they're not getting the supply that they believe they're entitled to from you. So they seek out a new source of supply to either gain new source of supply, and if at all possible, to try and punish you for grey rocking them, for no longer supplying them with the attention, the belongings, whatever it is that narcissist wants. They saw something else that they became envious of. They don't discard for somebody better. They discard for people who cannot see through the narcissist's lies. They discard for people where a narcissist can be happily in a relationship with children, seemingly happily in a relationship with children, and they can see somebody who's seemingly living their best life. So they can ruin their family unit and move on to another family unit discarding their ex, discarding their own children, paying more attention to the other person's children because they saw something that that family unit had. And instead of implementing what they would like within their own family unit, they choose to discard their family unit to gain it from another family unit. And when that inevitably doesn't work out based on who the narcissist is as a person, the narcissist will blame that person for ruining that relationship when there's no one else to blame other than the narcissist and their behaviour. Narcissistic people will discard people because they're envious of what somebody else has got. They can be envious of another person's marriage. They can be happily married and they can be envious of another person's marriage. So they will not only destroy their own marriage, they will seek to destroy that other person's marriage. With children, with siblings, if they see one of their children doing well, they're going to discard the child that they perceive to not be doing to that narcissist liking at that time, usually scapegoating that child and passing the blame on to that child for the narcissist's wrongdoings, while idolising the child that is seemingly doing what the narcissist wants, or the child that the narcissist is finding easier to manipulate and control. Yet when they become too easy to manipulate and too submissive, the narcissist will then discard that child and go after the challenge of the scapegoat child. When it comes to a narcissist and their discard, it's nothing to do with who you are as a person, and it is everything to do with who they are as a person. You cannot change yourself in the hope to bring back the person they claim themselves to be. It doesn't work that way. You cannot change yourself for them to change. They are who they are. It's very difficult to recognise who they are because they don't treat you badly all of the time. And that's part of the manipulation, to confuse you, to get you questioning and doubting yourself, devaluing you so that you question your own self-worth, your own importance, so that you blame yourself, so they find it easier to blame you for their mistakes, their wrongdoings, their flaws. When it comes to a narcissist discard, it says everything about who they are as a person. And their lack of empathy, their lack of compassion, their lack of respect, their lack of loyalty, their lack of morals, and very little about who you are to nothing about who you are as a person. The discard can be heartbreaking because more often than not, a narcissist has got financial control. They've isolated from friends and family and support. They've taken away your identity, your values, your beliefs. They've taken away your hobbies. So when it comes to the narcissist discard, it's about working on who you once were as a person before you met them. Depending if you were raised by narcissistic parents, and then you might not have known who you were as a person. But when they discard you, it's about getting to know yourself that well that other people can no longer invalidate who you are as a person. So getting to know the things that make you laugh, the things that make you cry, the things that you enjoy doing, the things that even when it gets tough, you're still excited to go and do it. Even when it gets challenging, you can still find that excitement. The thing that motivates you to get out of bed in the morning. It's very difficult to get out of bed in the morning when we've got nothing to get up for. Whereas when we've got something that brings that excitement and that buzz within us, it helps us. So finding a career in the things that we enjoy, finding hobbies in the things that we enjoy, so we can get back out there, meet new people and start doing what is right for us and not what is right for other people to like us. Genuine people will like you for who you are as a person. Manipulative people will try to exploit you for who you are as a person. Relearn your values, your beliefs, your hobbies and your boundaries. Focus on you. Focus on the change that you can create within your life. More often than not, when a narcissist sees you do well is when they come back for the hoover, and that is one of the best forms of karma, when you're just no more. I'm not the person you met. I'm not the person you changed me into. And I'm not going to be the person you want me to be. I am who I am, and you're no longer welcome in my life. When it comes to narcissistic people, they sell you an illusion of who they are based on who you are. So they find it easier to manipulate you as a person, while you don't understand who they are as a person. When it comes to the end of a relationship, you can begin to understand who they are as a person and make sure they never know who you are as a person again. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic people, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further information, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I've partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.